like a 10, 15-minute discussion at very most. And bits are kind of the same way, man. Like a bit's either good
All right, guys, welcome back to the Spin Zone podcast with me, Cake Eater. We also got Chad and Vile. How are you guys doing today?
And we doing it well.
We doing something. Vile, how are you, sir?
I I
Okay.
I'm doing mostly all right.
Okay, yep. So ladies and gentlemen, this episode, uh, it's been one in the works. We did this one about 6 months ago, and I'll tell you, this was an episode. Either you guys kind of liked it or you guys did not care for it whatsoever. So we are now reliving this. And even in the 6 months that we just did this episode, so many more bays have come out. So it is time to relive the Beyblade X Bay tier list.
Woo!
Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty good episode. We are going to be talking about competitive bays, how competitive these bays are in the scene, not just in general, because that'd be a whole different kind of list, but as bays are in the competitive scene, how they are, and everything else like that. So, anything else that you guys kind of would like to start off, or let's just send it on?
Send it.
Yeah, I'm Gucci, bro.
Well, actually, guys, I'm not.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know why this is.
Well, yeah. Chad, for all these bays that are
Yes,
on
sir.
this list, where can they buy some of these?
Oh, well, it's funny you should ask because everyone listening and watching right now, you can get all of your Beyblade wants and needs satisfied by visiting one of our two sponsors. You can go to Bays and Bricks today and use code SPINZONE to save 7% off your order. Or you can go to our newest sponsor, Mall of Toys, and use Spin Zone Podcast to save 5% off of your order.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys have been killing it with the codes and everything. Make sure to go to baysandbricks.com or Mall of Toys, use our codes. All of those codes that are being used come back and support the podcast. So much love and appreciation for everyone that has been doing that already. all,
Woohoo!
all right, gentlemen, now is the time. Let's
Time to
start
fix our mistake.
competitive bays, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off hot with the first wave. Duran Sword. So basically, for those who are not aware of a tier list, if you guys have not heard, it goes all the way from S tier, which is super good, and then all the way down to just no.
You
We
could have
we
just named that category Rhino Horn.
honestly.
Wow, you're not wrong.
All right, so let's start off hot with Drawn Sword. Drawn Sword
All right.
now in the competitive scene.
Can I be honest with you?
Well, I hope so.
Okay, good. I have actually seen, at least from tournament screenshots and stuff like that, there have been people who have made this Beyblade actually work. Is it going to work for everyone? Obviously, no. It's old. Depending on which version you get, it might be very lightweight, which could be a problem. I think I think I can confidently put this in C tier though.
Yes,
Like,
we have someone in chat saying D tier, so you guys aren't too far off.
fair enough. I mean, I
I'm
could
I'm
geez, I cannot speak today.
Wow.
I'm confident in being wrong because again, I don't keep up with like the metas of Beyblades. I just know I've seen people use it and they've been able to take out some meta threats with it, so it's usable at the very least. I wouldn't recommend it, but if it's your favorite Beyblade, I would definitely say knock yourself out and give it a try, see how it works. Which is what I think
I'm
is what C tier is.
yeah, I'm good with C tier. I don't think it's so bad that it's unplayable. And if you have a 36-gram specimen like some of the newer ones are, again, you're not going to be smoking shark scale on the regular, but I think C tier is a fine place for it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
agree. Like for one of the very first waves, it's still decent. It's not absolutely awful like we're gonna get into some of these other bays. Like I would prefer drawn sword over a lot of the lighter bays, like obviously Rhino Horn or any of the Shinobis, but yeah, shivers down the spine. So C tier or high D tier?
I think C is fine.
C is
I
fine.
think putting it right at C to start off with is fine.
Okay. Yep. And then obviously, just like what we did last time, we kind of go through the list towards the very end and kind of adjust things accordingly. So now we got chain and no. Oh my god. Incendio?
Is that not Chain Incendio?
No, chain incendio is the other one.
Or sorry, Hell's Chain?
Yeah, Hell's Chain.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah,
Hell's
there's
Chain.
Yeah.
Either way. Hell's Chain.
Now, you guys are more than welcome to disagree with me, but if I'm putting Drawn in C, I think this one has to be set at B. This was anyone who knows when Beyblade first started out before Pegasus came out, or Phoenix, sorry, not Pegasus. Before Phoenix came out, this was the Wizard Rod before Wizard Rod.
Oh, Hell's Scythe. That's what it is.
Hell Scythe.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, so that isn't the one I was thinking of. Nope, then that's D tier.
Yeah. Again, that's going to be probably the first couple bays that we're going to be getting into, but yeah, Hell Scythe. Again, for
Yeah,
what
I mean, I think C or D, whatever you guys want to put it in, is fine.
is it better than Sword?
I would say so. Or I would not say so, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
I personally put Sword in front of Scythe, but
yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Scythe was good for its time, but it's been power crept to oblivion and back.
yeah, because we've got major and massive new releases, especially within this last 6 months. And let's not even talk about all the great bays that have come out within this past year that have just denominated this first couple waves. It's wild. So
Yeah, we definitely have some power creep going on for sure. And I don't know, I don't want to get too far off topic, but while we're talking about power creep, I did want to mention, like, I don't know how many people have seen this, but apparently there's confirmed weights on the new Dran Strike that they're releasing here in July and in TT in May. 41 grams on that Dran Strike.
That's a hefty boy.
And that's just a BX series. Like, that's not like a CX where it's going to have like those wild like balance issues. Yeah, I think we're starting to see definitely some weight creep, which when it's not on a CX blade is probably going to equate to power creep.
yeah, absolutely.
I think I can agree with that, because obviously, especially with attack types, you want as much weight as possible. With the stamina types, it's you want a good balance between weight and weight distribution, whereas with attack types, especially this one, which is going to be like entirely metal, that's going to be a hefty boy, and that thing is going to hit like a semi truck.
Yeah, I was going to say, because of the close release window between, there's only like a 2-month window between the TT release and the Hasbro release. I wasn't originally like, I don't want to say I wasn't going to get a TT one, but I wasn't sure. And when I saw that weight, I'm like, yeah, I got to get a TT one. Like, I don't want to go 2 months without this.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's swing back to Arrow Wizard here. I'm going to start this one off and say D.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be on the lower end of D.
Yeah. So all right, yeah, that's fine by me.
No, Arrow Wizard.
Oh, Arrow Wizard. Okay, I thought we were still on Scythe.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
yeah.
we kind of already decided where Scythe went, and I just figured I'd start us off on the next one. Does anyone have any objections to that?
No, Arrow.
Not at all.
Yeah, Arrow Wizard. The shape is different, but that's the only thing that I got going for it. It's not really good, especially
No.
now in the competitive scene. It's not good. Now we got Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to say C on this one.
Yeah, for a pretty good defensive bay. Yeah, I would say like a high mid C.
Yeah, my thought process on it was just like when you look at and I know we're not doing a limited tier list, but when I consider that Dransword is pretty like decent in limited, probably one of the top 5 or 6 bays in limited.
Mhm.
The Night Shield, specifically if you're able to get the new mold variant that brings it from like 32.5 to 34.5. I think it's kind of right on par with Dransword in that sense in limited, so I think it probably belongs on the same tier.
Yeah, it's not amazing by any means, but it's there. So, is it better than Sword
Maybe not. Maybe put it between Sword and the other one.
and Scythe?
Yeah, that's probably fine right now. And we can always adjust these as we put more bays in and start thinking more about it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Cobalt Drake.
I think this one's kind of obvious.
What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that is going to be at best the low end of C tier.
Interesting.
Because
But
all I've heard, especially here in the Minnesota at least, is everyone going, "Man, I'm trying to make this Beyblade work, but it just
yeah, it don't work. So, I was thinking.
To be
Go ahead.
fair, most of the people who are trying to use this are using an inferior specimen. They're using either the red or even worse, the crystal, which do have some pretty like negative weight discrepancies in comparison to the original blue one. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I think last time we did the tier list, we put this in A, would be my guess. And I don't think it needs to go in A anymore because a lot of new things have come out. But I would hesitate to put it below B because this thing would smoke the shit out of Dransword. This isn't allowed in limited. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Yeah.
you know what? That's fair enough. All I hear is just people complaining about like trying to make it work, and it could just be that it's because in the current meta for unlimited, it's not even a question what like 5 Beyblades you want to run if you're going to run any.
Yeah.
It's we have a very it's too bad. I've said this before. I do wish that WBO or B4 or any governing body really would consider banning at least one of Shark and Rod and possibly even both. Because when you look at the meta share of Shark and Rod, they are aeons above like the next 8 to 10 bays. And I feel like if they just didn't exist in the meta, the meta would be so much healthier. There'd be so much room for customization and personalization more than the way we have it right now.
It's very true because I would say about 90+% of everyone's deck consists of Rod, Shark, or both.
Yeah, and the vast majority of people, at least people who are, trying to be as competitive as possible, are running both.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about. We could have a whole episode where I could complain about why they need to ban certain things because the meta share is way too high. But that's not what we're here to do tonight. I'm pretty confident putting this in B tier. I think, I think that's kind of where it belongs right now.
Yeah, that works for me.
I would, and again, we're doing competitiveness. I haven't seen this be in any sort of competitive scene, maybe in a couple, but more than obviously the sword or the shield. So I would
Yeah,
say
I mean,
like a high C for me personally.
It's better than those two, and it's pretty. So, Cake, what you got to remember is Chad was playing during this time, but Chad's never owned a Cobalt Drake, and nor do I know how many tournaments he was going to during this time. There was a time when Cobalt Drake was considered just as good as Phoenix, and those two bays were at the top of the meta. Again, I am not saying that's where it is now, but it was definitely never anywhere near these C tier bays, and I still don't. I still think it's considerably better than them.
That's fair.
So low B tier.
I am. Yeah, we'll go B tier.
Okay.
I will say, yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I never used that Beyblade myself, and I will be 110% honest when I say I've never seen it run in a competitive tournament and seen it win.
Yeah, the big thing is during the time frame it was powerful. I'm pretty sure the price on it was very similar to Arrow, kind of at its peak around that 250 to 300 mark. And I just don't think the Minnesota scene was big enough at that time where you had people who were trying to spend that kind of money on one bay. You know what I'm saying?
No, and now you can get it with that stadium, but it is the red one that comes with it, so a little bit more easier, but still not.
If we like ranked them like if we had all the different colors and stuff, like I would be totally fine putting this one at B and putting the clear one at C, because the weight discrepancy is sometimes up to 1.5 grams. It's pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Lance Knight.
Yeah.
Oh boy, right to D, I feel like.
Welcome to the D list, buddy.
Better than Arrow?
Better than Arrow.
Better than Arrow? That's kind of what
I think it's better than Arrow.
I mean, either way, I wouldn't want to run any of these, especially in a competitive scene right now. In a limited, it's still debatable, but
I was about to say, let's think of it from a limited, because that'll give us a better idea of what's like good and what's not good.
Yeah, I feel like in general, C tier, and especially towards the top of C tier, is probably where the top bays and limited go.
Yeah.
You know, and we're coming up to another one that's kind of an all-star in limited. I would argue that Keel Shark's maybe even a little better than Dransword in limited.
Oh,
so
100%.
I'd be happy to put that on the very top end of C. Like,
yeah, it's still a pretty decent bay. I do like Shark Edge or Keel Shark, whatever you like want to call it. Like, its design is pretty peak. It's so light though, makes it kind of bad, but its design is still pretty decent.
So I actually got a chance to play a little bit. We were kind of doing some testing for that like semi-limited format that we play with Papa D sometimes at Free Play, and Super Mex was running this Keel Shark, and like, listen, when it did things, like it was pretty sweet, like, and he's definitely practiced with it and stuff. But yeah, when it gets hit by, you know, like some like a CX bay with heavy on it, when it gets hit by Shark Scale, I mean, it's you can tell it's just been outweighted at this point.
Yeah. Well, we actually got a question up in chat about doesn't Keel have more play than Cobalt right now?
Yes, but that is just because more people have access to Keel versus Cobalt.
I think I prefer Cobalt over Keel.
Yeah. The big difference is listen, Keel is actually probably a little bit better shape if we're just keeping it 100, but Cobalt has about 4 grams on it, which is pretty significant.
That's that's monstrous in bays nowadays.
That is true, but I'll also say this, because I saw a post about Keel Shark recently. I've yet to see someone rip a Cobalt and then get injured to the point where they start bleeding. Meanwhile, someone on Reddit recently just posted about how they were messing around with Keel Shark, and they managed to get a pretty big cut on their knee from literally just the impact of Keel Shark.
Yeah, Keel
Well-
Shark is probably one of the first really nicely designed bays, but it is pretty dangerous. So I
So-
agree.
Yeah.
Someone's upset you took away the E tier.
I can add it, but basically E
I
tier
mean,
is just basically just no, just a fancy
Yeah,
word
I'm
for
not-
it.
Knuckles is unhappy with our ranking of Scythe. Apparently, he's going to be running Scythe at the event this Saturday.
Well, I guess
Tell you what, if you can win the tournament with Scythe, we'll change our ranking.
we'll
That
move it
seems
from
fair.
we'll move it from C to high B.
And also, Khan
Yeah.
reminded all our viewers to like, subscribe, and comment on the stream. So I want to thank him for giving that reminder. I'm pretty sure Wayward's enjoying some well-deserved time with his family after his long trip this past weekend.
Yeah. Anyway, Leon Claw.
All right. Another Beyblade I don't know anything about.
I think it's fine. Just kind of just like all the other ones up in the C tier. Is it better than Keel? I don't think so. It's thicker, but in the competitive scene now, I don't think it's good at all. So I think it's somewhere in the middle of C.
I don't even know if I'd say that. I think it's definitely worse than all the other ones in C right now.
So we're end of C, start of D. What are you thinking?
Whichever. I'm not bothered.
All right, let's keep it at C, but that might be moving down if we get a lot of C's.
Hey, C's get degrees, brother.
Damn, look at the degree on my wall.
Yo.
It's basically says that. Speaking of that, Viper Tail.
Well,
Oh,
I think
boy.
I think Cake's girlfriend would put that at S+, but she's not on the podcast tonight, so
Oh boy.
Here, welcome to the podcast. Anyway, Viper Tail. Honestly, this was one of my very first competitive bays. I kind of made it a little competitive because I didn't have much. So I do have a little soft spot for a little Viper Tail. But now in the competitive scene, it's really not good.
oh my
That's
god,
fair.
even Khan knows what we're talking about. I love it.
Jesus Christ. Appreciate that that I think it's better than
I don't-
Scythe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What about you, Chad, before we move on?
I mean, it can do well. Have I seen it do well ever? No. Have I heard that it can though? Yes.
Right. So let's
Yeah, I
just
think right above Scythe is just fine.
that's kind of where I'm at. Ladies and
works for me.
gentlemen, we're on
Just
to the
no.
Horn Rhino. No need to
Hold on.
What?
Cake, can you edit the names of the fields in real time?
Yeah.
Can we just rename that to Rhino?
Dang, Rhino is Rhino tier?
Rhino tier.
Yeah. I
Yo,
think
that
that's
must
the
make it
appropriate
really
name
good
for it.
then.
That. Yeah. Anyway, so let's kind of move on. Just Rhino. Grand Dagger. Oh my god.
Oh my
So-
god.
Someone said up in chat, Rhino is SSSS plus 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 plus. Jesus.
Listen,
That must be
I'm
on
not going to
TikTok
call
because
out
I don't see
chat
that.
Yeah,
or
yeah, that's
anything like that.
TikTok.
I'm not gonna make fun of chat, but it's okay to be wrong,
It's okay to have a wrong opinion, and that's definitely one of them.
especially about Rhino.
Anyway, instead of picking on our followers, Duran.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Dagger.
Yeah, Dagger now.
I don't know, probably right in the middle of C tier.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It does what it needs to do. I mean, it's look at it.
I like the design.
It's another Bay that gets some play in limited. So, I'd probably put it right above Viper Tail, but under Night Shield, because I don't think it's as good as Night Shield, Keel, or Dran Sword.
Someone says up in chat, Rhino is so good it has the most echoes. Just because it has the most echoes doesn't make it good at all.
Hey, I don't know. So does that mean Shadow Shinobi is good because it has an echo now?
Yes.
Oh God.
Each
All right.
Shadow Shinobi gets lost in the echo. If you know, you know.
Better than getting lost in the sauce.
Right,
yeah.
Is this Hell's what? Chain?
This is Hell Chain, yeah. And again, it's pretty mid.
Yeah, C. A lot of this older stuff's just gonna be like, if it was good at one point, it's probably gonna be C.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Viper and what do you call it? And Hell Scythe.
Okay.
And maybe even better than Night Shield.
Okay. Then we'll put it right next to Dagger then.
That'd be kind of where I'd put it, because this one gets a lot of play in limited too, and this was the original Wizard Rod before Wizard Rod.
Very true. The next one is Phoenix. Why am
Phoenix
I blanking?
Feather.
Phoenix Feather. Thank you.
When the Phoenix be feather.
So this is an echo Dran Sword, and it's worse because it's lighter.
So start a D tier.
Yeah, probably, unless Chad has a dissenting opinion.
No, I think that's about right.
Yeah. Better than Lance?
Better than Lance.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. I agree. So far, I think we're doing a lot better this year than what we did last year.
Now that could all change with this next Beyblade.
I'm not worried about Gale Wyvern.
You sure it's not Super S plus?
Yeah, SSSS plus 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 plus, like someone said up in TikTok chat.
I don't know. Top of D probably. Like
better
Papa
than
D?
Feather. Papa D. Shout out.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Feather.
Better than Feather. Yeah, very true. It's a pretty good design, but definitely not better than Lance.
Yeah. All right. So, high A or low S for this next Beyblade?
I say high A. It hasn't seen a lot of competitiveness nowadays, but it's still a really good Bay if you need it.
I think I can agree to that.
So Phoenix Wing, for those who are listening, Phoenix Wing for high A tier.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think it's S tier anymore, but I think high A is.
But if you need a third Bay or of any sort,
it's there for you. Need a third Bay.
Like for instance, Wizard Rod and Shark Scale and Wyvern are all banned or whatever. Phoenix Wing will definitely come and pick up that slack.
I mean, Grizzly was running it when he beat the #1 ranked player in WBO.
That's what someone said up in chat. Phoenix Wing is B.
No, I disagree with that.
I also disagree. It's a really good Bay. Probably one of the very first really known meta bays.
Yeah.
Especially
We'll put it this way, especially if we're talking about the blue variation that has the extra weight to it. Like Phoenix Wing is like I think it's safe to say Phoenix Wing was the premier attack type before Shark Scale. I think that can be said.
yeah, especially with the blue Phoenix, it comes with blue Hexa. Come on,
Oh yeah.
come on.
Come on now, people.
Speaking about blue Hexa, we got Sting Unicorn
Yay!
in the Minnesota scene. This stupid bay is like
So,
A B
B
tier.
tier or S tier?
This stupid bay on stock combo is A to B tier, but in overall, we got to think about the overall scene, not just Minnesota scene.
Okay, so real quick before I comment on that, we got Mr. Syme plays here, and this is a funny comment. I gotta read this.
Okay.
I'll take Rhino over Drandagger any day. At least when you wreck them with Rhino, you can say they are a trash player.
You know what? Hey, if you can get a win with Rhino against some of the top meta combos, you know what? Fair enough. But if you're saying, "Oh man, I'm wrecking people and I don't need drawn," and they're using like anything that we've already listed thus far, my answer to you is the kind of stuff. Well, you're beating an unconscious child to death. You shouldn't feel great about it.
Yeah, so we have a lot of agreement on Phoenix and High A. That seems to be pretty popular. And
Yeah.
then Khan is commenting on how Unicorn is Digipika's favorite bay.
Yes, for good
I mean,
reason.
It's not wrong, but
kind
of
so
going
Unicorn,
back.
Unicorn's another one that does fairly well in limited. So I would be happy putting it towards the top of C somewhere.
Yeah. And that again, that's what we're looking at, people, is if it's not like S tier in the meta, what tier is it when it comes to limited? And Phoenix Wing would absolutely dominate limited if it was allowed in there.
True.
No
But
questions about it.
is Pegasus better or worse than Keel Shark?
That's up to Chattel.
Put it just behind Keel Shark.
And I agree. Like, I think Keel
Because
just has
both can be surprisingly good in the right hands, but they're not like go out and buy this Beyblade now if you want to win.
Right. Yeah, it's not a So I agree. It is It is better than the Drans. That is for sure.
Yeah. Also, put it this way, we got to be kind of stricter on these Beyblades, because you can sit there and say, well, this Beyblade does great for me, and I'll respond back with, well, we had someone at our local Minnesota actually do pretty good in a tournament when they were running Clock on Quake, so like your opinion is not validated.
It's tough, right? Because like we all have bays that we have personal attachments to, and
Yeah.
we all have empirical evidence, stories from our own lives where a bay has definitely outperformed its actual meta potential. But we need to consider that's not going to happen for everybody. I mean, listen, if Wacko just took third place in a 200-person tournament this past weekend, I'm sure Wacko could beat a lot of people using Wizard Rod and Shark Scale with some of these C tier bays because he's Wacko. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm sure an average player could beat their cousin's Wizard Rod with Keel Shark because their cousin's 7 years old. We got to remember that not all empirical situations that we're drawing, personal evidence from are created equally. Like,
right.
Yeah.
If it works for you,
sarcophagus.
It might not work for others, basically. But yes. Vinks.
Next up is is there a tier below Rhino?
No, we could just put it up in Rhino tier or just low D tier because it's.
I think that definitely belongs in Rhino tier. I've yet to hear anyone say my favorite Beyblade to use is that one.
And it's true. It's bulky,
Listen,
but still kind of light. It's not really good, even
It
in
and Rhino
limited.
share the same problem, which is they're meant to be defense types, which already have only just started to get good recently in Beyblade X. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah,
put
listen.
it above
Yeah,
Rhino.
above Rhino, but yeah, I've never heard someone be like, yeah, Sphinx is my favorite, or like I really want to make Sphinx work. It's just like it's bad and it's kind of boring. It just doesn't do anything particularly well, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Its shape is very like generic. I don't know. It's just not
Yeah.
for me.
yeah. And again, this
Yeah.
is just our opinions. If you guys have other opinions, let us know down in the comments and everything. Love to hear and see what your guys' lists are as well. So go ahead, post all those comments. I look and read all the comments and respond. So go ahead. I want to see your guys' tier list.
Oh, somebody in here is already saying Ghost Circle is worse than Rhino. I don't know if I agree with that one.
Ghost Circle is not as bad as Rhino. It's not great, but it's not as bad as Rhino.
Yeah, but we're not even on Ghost right now. We're on.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
just talking
Matt.
about.
You
I'm
gotta
just
wait,
No,
Buster.
Dranbuster.
Speaking
yeah.
of Busters,
Yeah, we'll get to Ghost. We'll get out to all the Shinobis and everything. We'll get there.
yeah.
Buster.
So my thoughts on this are now we're going to start seeing a lot more bays that are banned and limited, and some of them are banned for good reason and some of them are not. You know, some of the CXs I think we're definitely going to see in C and D tier, but that's because all CXs are banned and limited, right? Dranbuster I do think is better than anything we have in C tier right now. That's just kind of my take on it.
I was gonna say I'm actually comfortable putting it in B tier. Like,
yeah, it's
stamina
probably
is crap, but if you can get it to hit an opponent's Beyblade, like it's over for that Beyblade. And let's not forget, this is one of the few Beyblades in the game that will break other Beyblades.
Yeah, listen, I'm confident in putting Dranbuster kind of at the bottom of B tier. I don't think it's better than Cobalt Drake by any stretch of the imagination. The stamina is just too low. But
No,
there's
I
a
put it at
reason
like
it's
low B.
yeah, there's a reason it's not allowed in limited, and it's because it's fairly heavy and it hits like a freight train, way harder than any of the bays in C tier does.
All right.
Yeah.
So, someone just
Low
asked.
B.
So wait, is this an overall tier list or a limited list?
So
It's overall, but we're keeping limited in mind.
Yes.
So here's what I'm going to say about it. Because I've had people kind of asking that question more or less on YouTube as well. Guys, it's not a limited tier list because most of these bays that we're about to get to starting right about now are not allowed in limited. What I'm doing and what I think we've all kind of started doing is we're using like C tier as kind of like a baseline for this bay is competitive and limited, and then moving things up or down from there. Like
Exactly.
And later we'll get to things that are more clear where like, oh, that's definitely S or A, and we'll debate between those. But when you're talking about a lot of these older releases, it's kind of hard to get a baseline of them in the current meta other than they're not S, A, or B. And then kind of from there, you got to figure out where do they go then? Because nobody really, you know, obviously there's exceptions. We know DigiPika played Unicorn Sting, right? But most players are not playing any of these bays in C tier in a ranked event. They just aren't. So it's hard to compare them to Pegasus Blast because you never see that.
Exactly.
Yep. So hopefully that kind of answers all the questions and everything.
So just know if your Beyblade is in C tier, that doesn't mean we think it's mid. We think it's good for like limited and really good for limited, but it's not good for unlimited, which is why it doesn't go any higher.
Mm-hmm. Hell's Hammer.
So what do we want to put this above or below Sphinx?
I don't think it's a Rhino tier, but I think it's D.
No, I think it is definitely D. I love it. It's beautiful, but man, does it not work when I want it to.
No, it's
Hey,
I say high
oh
D.
my god. Yeah, I think the top of D is fine for this.
Yeah.
This is a good example for people who want to know our limited comparisons and stuff. Like, this is one that people try to make work in limited, but it still
Mhm.
doesn't do better than the things in C tier, no matter what they seem to try.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so our first S tier has appeared. Just we're not even
Yeah.
gonna discuss it. Just put it where it belongs.
And Rhino?
I mean, in
I,
my heart, it's Rhino tier, but in actuality,
No.
the it's the perfect balance type.
Yeah, we all
this
know
is
Wizard Rod.
this is the this is the first Beyblade in the history of the game that made people, at least some people, want to discuss the possibility of a ban list. And in fact,
Hell
I
yeah.
if I recall correctly, this Bay actually was banned in one-on-one competition. And what I mean by that is
Yes.
one Bay versus one Bay competition
Yeah.
over in B4
Yes.
because of how
This is
incredibly broken it was in those matches.
Yeah, absolutely. So we all know Wizard Rod. We all have a Wizard Rod, some shape or form. We've all played up against a Wizard Rod. It's S tier. It depends on no matter what kind of build you put it on, like defensive or stamina, ball, free ball, hexa. It's gonna be S tier regardless.
well. That's why I
So
said it's unironically the best balanced type of Beyblade
Mhm.
because it balances everything into one Beyblade.
yeah, it really does. I mean, I don't disagree. And real quick before we get on to Tyranno Beat here, I do want to shout out some of the viewers here. Black 3v3 has been kind of commenting the whole episode, so I wanted to shout out to him real quick.
Hey,
Khan's been here the whole episode, kind of having some fun in there. Watson says about Hell's Hammer, when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it just does bad. He's not wrong.
now there you go.
And then Kenny Thornhill just popped in and said, I really enjoyed the Maple X episode. So did we.
Maple was a good
Maple
dude.
was
Absolutely.
Yeah, Maple's a good dude and definitely like one of my favorite guests we've had so far.
Yeah.
In fact, I was just watching some of his TikTok videos earlier today. So
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Really cool guy. He is. He absolutely is.
Yep. And up in TikTok.
Watson says.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, we got TikTok, we got Saber X, we got Vinboo, we got Daniel. So if you guys are interested in checking out live shows, make sure you follow us over on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and everything. All the links will be down in the description below. These are so much fun to interact with you guys live. So definitely follow us on all those social medias and watch an episode live and kind of interact with us as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the shows is like people interacting.
Yeah.
Watson said that Wizard Rod 960 ball might still be banned in B4, one bay versus one bay. But he's
That makes
not
sense.
100% sure that's correct or not. Knuckles said Wizard Rod is annoying, and I think
Yes,
that's
which is why it's F tier.
I think that's the perfect point though, is like in an ideal world, right? I think no bay would be better than A tier because there'd be more of a balance between everything. When a bay is like very, very firmly without argument S tier and there's like no dissenting opinions, like for Rod and Shark specifically, that's when you might need to start looking at like, is this bay bad for the game? Because I think a lot of people have gotten sick of playing against opponents in ranked, and they play 6 rounds of Swiss, and every match they play against a Shark Scale and a Wizard Rod. And if they want to have the best chance of beating that player, they are also running Shark Scale and Wizard Rod. That doesn't leave a lot of room for customization.
It's even worse than that because most people, if you're not running those two Beyblades, you're forced to run the counters for those Beyblades.
Yeah, it's just the meta share once you get beyond those two, there's like 8 to 10 bays down the list from them that are all at like in the 50 to 60% range. And if those two didn't exist, like I said, you'd have probably 10 to 15 bays that most players could feel confident bringing and feel like they have a chance to take home the gold, Right now, that's just not the case. If you're not running Shark Scale and Wizard Rod in your deck, it's almost like you might as well just not go to the event. And that's a really sad place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, it's time to Tyranno beat this next Beyblade.
Oh my god. Good dad joke.
So,
but yeah, Tyranno
B
beat.
tier, right?
Yeah, this is beat.
I'd even go as far as to say I'm happy giving it high B because it's just like Hell's Hammer, but for like the high tier stuff, in which when it works, and when it doesn't, man, does it fucking not work.
Yeah, I would put it at the top of the B we have right now. I do think it's better than Cobalt Drake. And definitely better than Dram Buster, but I don't know if it gets into A tier anymore. I think 6 months ago we put it in A tier, but some stronger bays have come out since then.
I was in between low A and high B, so I do agree with you guys. So we can stick her up at high B, and that's what everyone else is saying up in chat. Just high B and everything.
That's what I'm getting on YouTube too.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of high B, Shinobi.
Like I'd have to be high as a B to run this fucking thing. Yeah, this is
Rhino tier.
If you drag that
Rhino
Shinobi
tier.
anywhere near B tier, you are fired, Cake.
I wasn't even gonna go past Rhino tier. This thing is garbage. All the Shinobis are garbage.
Well, you know what? Actually, Shinobi isn't garbage, and I'll tell you why. It's a great way to get your kids into Beyblade without having to worry about them denting any walls.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, yeah, it does. It comes with
That
metal
thing
needle.
that thing is so light it will do no damage to anything in the surroundings, even if it does get knocked out of the shroud.
So speaking of light Shinobis, you guys will never believe this. I actually sold not a Shadow Shinobi, but a nice Shinobi this past weekend. For those of you that don't know, I have a bunch of like unplayed bays that came from like collections I bought out of Japan. So they're unplayed, but they're not in their packaging, right? So I finally decided I had way too many of these things sitting around my room. So I priced them all and threw them in a box, right? And this nice grandma brought her son to the Beyblade event this past weekend. He was playing, but her granddaughter was very young, 4, maybe 5, and she really wanted one. And she's like, "Oh, okay, pick a cheap one for your sister," she told her grandson. And he came upon the Knife Shinobi for the good old price of $4, and they were all very happy with it.
There you go.
Well, there you go. That's the only use for Knife Shinobi.
Yeah, give it to your 5-year-old, so you're not giving them a good blade that you don't want damage to. Yeah, like
yeah, just make sure metal needle is not attached to it.
No, Knife Shinobi doesn't have metal needle.
I thought it did.
No, Shadow does. I was talking about Knife Shinobi, which will be on the same tier when we get around to it. Just talking about Shadow Shinobi reminded me of Knife Shinobi.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
which is fair.
Yeah, so Shadow Shinobi, better than Rhino. I think it's less than Sphinx. What about you guys?
I think that's accurate. I'd even say maybe it's slightly better than Sphinx because at least people could there's probably someone out there that at least has a Shinobi build. I don't think anyone has a Sphinx build.
I'm gonna put I would personally put Shinobi above Sphinx because Quinn Manju has won 10,000 matches with it, and that's way more than Zonaros or whatever his name is, the hefty guy that plays Sarcophagus in the anime.
Oh, the riddle guy? Yeah.
Yeah, Zonamos something or other. I can't remember his exact name.
Wise Tiger.
Near the top of C.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd give it near top of C because
it's a pretty good
surprise, take it off of Unite and it's actually a decent Beyblade.
Yeah, I think I would put it right between Unicorn and Duran Sword.
That works for me.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, high C is also what people are saying up in chat. Someone said that they have a Sphinx build 160 Vortex. Interesting.
Right. Well, I want them to fly out to Minnesota for our June 6th regional event and show us what's up, because the first part of the day is a limited event. So
There you go.
Get limited, fool.
Yeah, you could bring out your sarcophagus and give us the business. This is so funny. Bleck says, LOL, third thing to weigh when it comes to ranking these is anime wins.
Yep. At least, I mean, how else are you going to rank these Beyblades? I mean, who's running them?
Well, yeah, just like who's running Shell. The next Bay up on the list. Obsidian Shell.
Why don't you go ahead and shelf that in D tier?
Yeah, I think it's better than Hell's Hammer, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it goes into C.
I'll tell you this right now. There is someone who has been, I don't remember if it was YouTube or Reddit, but someone on social media has been running Shell on an attack build, and it's definitely better than Hell's Scythe.
Yeah.
Take that for what you will.
Yeah, Obsidian Shell. I loved the design of it, but in the competitive scene, it's not good. Like the whole build is not that good. Like the whole stock combo is not good at all.
You don't like dot? You don't like your bit with extra bumps?
You're a dot.
With a little bit of bounce. Yeah.
That's a bounce spike.
I know.
Oh my God. This is great. This is great. Somebody asks me, Mr. Symes says, would you be mad if you got beat by Baby Yoda? No, I wouldn't, because I can't wait. What would happen was I would be sad that I lost, and then I would steal the Elevate off of it and run away, because I'm super excited for that new gray Elevate on Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's gonna be really nice.
And especially if it's the same new mold that we got with the blue Metal Coat Random Booster Shark Edge, would be tasty, you know?
Tasty all up in the mouth.
All right. Moving on with the list.
Yeah. Speaking about moving on.
Is that what I think it is?
Dragoon.
Yeah. Is that the Gooner Bay?
What?
So hold on. I keep hearing people say Gooner. Is that some kind of like slur or something? Like, I don't really know what that means.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I wouldn't call it a slur. It's just something you call someone who sits in bed all day looking at lewd pictures on the internet.
Okay, so yeah, okay. There used to be a different word for those people, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on the air. So.
Oh boy. Moving on. Anyways, Kobold
No,
Dragoon.
it wasn't that bad of a word. It's not like I was gonna say weeaboo, yeah.
Oh my God.
Definitely not I mean, weeaboos can fall in that category, but they're definitely two different things.
Okay.
Gooner is more like the person who has like multiple paid for subscriptions to that one website that loves fans, if you catch my drift.
Home Depot?
So you're saying is there some crossover between weeaboos and gooners, but not all gooners are weeaboos and not all weeaboos are gooners. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, speaking about gooners, back to Dragoon.
I could put this low S, high A.
Yep.
That's kind of where I'm at too.
I say low. I say S right now because I don't think we're gonna have a lot of S tiers.
That's fair, I guess. The only reason I myself am hesitant to put it in S is because it's really good if the Beyblade you're going against isn't an attack type, and the second it's an attack type, well, might as well just shake your opponent's hand and say, GG, you got this.
All right, so let's put it to low, or not low A, high A then.
Highest A. It's definitely better than Phoenix.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The highest of all the A's. And speaking of all the highest of A's, Leon Crest.
That is the opposite of a high A.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'd say that
That's
might
what
be
I
a
meant.
high D.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's high D, buddy. I don't know what kind of ice
not
cream
that
coated
high.
nightmares you're
Not that
having
high.
to make it.
Not that high.
Maybe right ahead of Gale Wyvern.
That's what I was trying to do.
That's fair.
There we go. Yeah, it's not good. I actually have a Crest Leon right in front of me. It looks cool, but other than that, it's too.
I'm glad you think it looks cool.
It does look cool. I like it, but other than the look, it's not good competitiveness.
Yeah, and I think we all know the reason for it, and it's because at the time, the designers of Beyblades didn't have the bits to make it fully metal. They had to make part of it plastic and then hollowed out the innards, which makes it like it just stinks, man.
Yeah, it's kind of too bulky.
All right, what about this Phoenix rudder?
Do we want to put this in C? Because I feel like it's C category.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd probably rather run this than Leon Claw if we're looking at what's in C right now.
Yeah. I think it's high C, as in, like, I don't know if it is legal and limited, but it would probably do really, really good in limited.
It is legal and limited. I'm probably, I don't know. I don't know if it's better because it's kind of played as a stamina type in limited. I don't think it's better than Helm Knight in that context. But I'd be happy to put it between like Helm Knight and Viper Tail, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh boy.
Yeah.
The really decisive Beyblade is coming up next.
The next Bay.
Oh
Tide
boy,
Whale.
where do we want to put AJ's Killer Whale?
Well, not even just with AJ. It's actually a pretty decent Bay in itself.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I am happy putting it at low A at the worst.
Oh God, you're crazy. I think that's your friendship with AJ.
Yeah,
rubbing off a little bit on the show.
Like
No,
like
here's the thing. Like, we all know Orochi's good, and Orochi is just a better version of Whale. And I do think Whale is definitely better than the other three Beyblades we've got currently in B tier. At least it's more consistent.
And see, I think that I do think that Tyranno beats better than Whale Wave.
I agree.
You don't have to agree with me, but
okay. Hey, if you want to put it beneath Tyranno, that's fine. I disagree personally, and I'm just putting it out there for the record that I do, because I've tried Tyranno Beat, and we all know what happened with that.
Yeah,
right, moving on up, Cake.
Yep, I agree. Like, it's good, but yeah, I think.
Oh, did you move Dragoon down to A? Okay.
Huh?
I thought you had Dragoon up in S before.
Yeah, then it was, and then it
moved. Okay.
Yeah, because it's seen still a lot of competitive play, but just not as much.
Yeah, see, I'm comfortable with it in high A, because I think S tier needs to be reserved for the literally unstoppable combos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So
Pegasus.
So this one I'm confident putting in low S.
I agree. Pegasus, the red or blue.
Pegasus definitely low S.
And I listen. The caveat would be, I personally, I know there's going to be some dissenting opinions. I personally think there is such a difference between the molds that I would put the red one in low S and the blue one in like high A. I do think the red one is generally better.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair.
But in general, I think low S is fine, since I would assume now with the availability of the red one that probably 80% of players who are playing it are playing the red one.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
If not more.
We will even go on record as saying if you're going to play the Pegasus, get the red version. Not only is it cheaper, but it is heavier and thus way better and much more viable to use.
Yeah, hopefully you got
I
it
also
during the app.
I like it. To be honest, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think metal coats sometimes make a bay a little worse.
That's fair.
I feel like they have a
I've always
different like
been,
friction.
I've always been of the mind that I prefer the not metal coats to the actual metal coats, and my reason for it being is once a Beyblade gets worn down enough, the metal coat's not even going to be a metal coat to begin with. So what's the point of having the metal coat if it's going to get worn down to the point where you barely see the coat anymore?
Well, it's interesting because I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of like the meta shares, but I've kind of been paying attention to that. Meteor Dragoon's actually in like 5th or 6th place in meta share right now. And I definitely think that comes from players who have it worn down because all the players out in Cali have been testing that for a while now. And there is a huge difference between how well it spin steals when the metal coat is mostly intact versus when it's worn down quite a bit.
Fair enough.
And that's what I'm talking about. I think the metal coat changes the friction of the base somehow a little bit. And I'm not a scientist or whatever, so I can't get into the technicals, but that's just kind of like what I've noticed, and it seems like what people are saying. So it's interesting.
Anything that makes my baby Boo Bear better is fine by me.
Oh my god. Anyway, speak about baby Boo Bear. We got a Silver Wolf.
I'll let Chad go.
I'm conflicted on this one.
What do you
You know
think?
what?
I know how I feel, but I'm gonna wait for Chad to go.
I was gonna say I know how I feel. I want to put it low S, but I think if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, that's high A.
I personally also was in the A category because if Wizard Rod is banned, your majority of people are gonna go Silver Wolf on some kind of ball. It's still really
Or Operate. I don't know. Something tells me it does pretty good on Operate.
Well, either way, Wolf is still competitive. It hasn't seen a lot of scenes still because people would rather run Wizard, which is fair. But in some way, shape, or other, if Wizard Rod is banned, majority of people are going to be running Silver Wolf.
Exactly.
So I'd say
I would put it between Cobalt and Phoenix.
And
that worked for me.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, and then again, guys, this is our opinion. We're not saying this is only the only tier list that matters or anything else. This is just our opinion of the competitive scene / limited scene right now. Things change. People have different opinions, which is totally valid.
Yeah.
And we're not knocking your guys' opinions at all, but this is just our opinion between the three of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, if you don't like it, you are more than welcome to send your complaints to 1-800. It is literally a children's game.
Hey, I don't know. There's a lot of adults playing these days.
I mean, it's just
same with Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, but what does it say on the package?
It's a children's card game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway,
don't hit me with that nonsense.
All right, so Cake's gonna have to sit this out due to severe infatuation.
Oh, I love Samurai.
What's up next?
Samurai.
Which one is that one?
Samurai Saber.
So C tier.
Damn.
No, it's I think it's between Whale Wave and Cobalt Drake.
I agree.
Really?
I was thinking mid low B tier for Saber. Like it's a bulky bay, but
I'd rather play it than Dram Buster, that's for sure.
That you ain't wrong. like, it's still a pretty good bay. Is it awful? No. Is it great? No. But the swords underneath is a great gimmick for it. Yeah, it's... Is it better than Cobalt? Drake?
I think so. I would play it over Cobalt in a tournament.
Yeah. So I'm between... But me personally, I think I would rather run Saber. Yeah. No, I'm happy with this.
Yeah. I think when you're looking at like Whale Wave and Saber, it's going to come down to personal preference. I don't think one of them is clearly stronger than the other.
Right. Yeah, like someone said up in chat, when it comes to Whale, it's just hard because the weight distribution on it, which is very true, and just the blade itself is just so high, and it's still a really
I don't
good
know.
bang.
I want to try. I haven't gotten around to it yet because I've only cracked one of the new Fortress Knight packs. But when I crack a second one eventually, I want to try Whale Wave on 870 and see how that goes.
Ooh. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Just crack a Beyblade, why don't you?
But yeah, just like
All right,
just like Khan said, guys, save it for the stadium, which is true.
Save it
Okay,
for the stadium.
we got my two favorite bays right in a row. My favorite one from an appearance perspective, followed by my favorite one to actually play with.
Competitive. Yeah. So Garuda, probably C.
I mean, I think it's between Dran Sword and Dran Dagger. That's where I'd put it.
I think this idiot.
I was thinking after Dagger personally, because I think I'd rather run Dagger than Garuda.
That's fair.
We can do that Wednesday. You can see if you still feel that way afterwards.
Ooh,
save it for the stadium.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm doing. I'm setting up a challenge.
Okay, I will make a Dagger build then.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
If I beat you, you have. Huh? Oh, there you go. See, look at that. I love it.
Hey, But yeah, on Wednesday during our free play at Kraken Hits in Fridley, Minnesota, Wednesday night, we will definitely have a. We'll do a top seed, so best of 4 or best of 3, best of 4.
Yeah, we'll do whatever. I'm not too worried about exactly how we play it. I just I want to see now.
Fair enough.
All right. So guys, what about Nightmail?
Nightmail. I like Nightmail. It's still a pretty good competitive bay. I was thinking A tier.
I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna let you two speak on it first.
Yeah. Nightmail, especially on like a rush, like a normal rush bit, it's a pretty good bay.
This is fair and accurate.
Yeah. But now the question is it better than Silverwolf? Or is it better than Cobalt?
For Nightmail, honestly, I'd put it just under Phoenix.
Yeah, I think Nightmail is like the fringe of lower A, high B. Given how many blades I think are going to wind up in B, I'm happy to put it in bottom of A. I don't think it's better than Phoenix. I think I play better with it than I do with Phoenix, but that does not objectively make it better, right?
Yeah. On a player-to-player basis, Phoenix tends to do better, but for you and your Herculean strength, you do better with Big Green.
Yeah, the ball bearings are cool.
It's wild because my arms aren't even like huge or anything. Like it's all speed. Like
you got that weird strength on you.
No, when I say rip it hard, what I actually mean is rip it fast, but people just understand hard better. Like, I don't know.
You heard it here first. People understand hard better.
Oh, they do. They like when I give it to them hard. That's for sure.
Speak about going
Now,
hard.
Beyblade on the-
We got one of the best bays in the game, according to a lot of people up in chat. Ghost Circle.
Yeah, going hard into the D tier, maybe.
Oh,
Is it D tier or Rhino tier?
No, it's not
oh
Rhino tier.
God.
I don't
It's-
know. It's
so,
just so light. It's
no,
so bad.
no, yes, but its shape is incredible.
Okay, I do
They
agree.
like, I would much rather run this than pretty much anything in D tier other than like the top two, I think. Like, this bay is so much more fun to play than like Leon Crest. And when we get into the D tier, I think some of it has to be about like how miserable of an experience is this.
I get that to an extent, but at the same time, the biggest factor is not whether we like playing them. It's just if it's good. And Ghost
Yeah.
Circle,
Sure.
like I know people have been trying to make it good, but man,
Okay, so
man,
somebody
you didn't run.
tell me one bay in D tier that can spin finish Ghost Circle.
Spin finish?
None of them can. Ghost Circle has way more stamina than any of those bays.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe the only thing might be Gale. But then again, that's a might.
But we can test that too, Cake. I would say, listen, I don't know if it's as good as Black Shell, but I think it's probably better than the rest of them.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I think I'm okay with that at the least. But either way, you guys remember to save it for the stadium.
Definitely save it for the stadium.
I feel like Cake and I are about to save like 8 different battles for the stadium by the time we're done with this episode.
So far we got
That's what
Garuda.
Wednesdays are all about, baby.
So far we got Garuda versus Dagger. And we got Ghost Circle versus Gale Wyvern. Sounds good.
All right, so we got our good old friend Impact Drake. I think by merit of its weight, it's probably better than most of the things in C tier, but I don't know that I'd play it above anything in B tier other than maybe Drambuster. It's kind of on you guys from there.
No,
I'd put it above Grandbuster personally, just because it hits just as hard, but with a little more stamina to it. But it's not by much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, especially if you get it worn down a little bit, it's still a really good bay. But what is the cutoff point between not worn at all and worn enough just to play?
Yeah, that's my same problem with Rubber Excel. Like, there's a certain wear level on Rubber Excel, and especially the Hasbro version. That one's pretty lit, actually. But you got to ask yourself is like, how much time and energy do I want to spend getting this to the best level of wear I can? And then how long does it stay there before it becomes too worn, where either the effect decreases or the judge tells you to get it the hell out of there? You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the big question, though. Impact made me impact on people. Cool,
So
Knuckles.
what you're saying is you impacted till you impacted. Nice job.
Good job,
A+.
Knuckles.
See you after class.
All right, now we got Rock Golem.
Real quick before you guys go, I'm gonna role play as Chad for a second. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna give my hot take of the night. I think this belongs in A somewhere.
No, I don't think that's a hot take at all.
As much as I have hated using it, I also have to agree that it does belong in A tier.
Now, this is empirical, but like Blader Guy 2, and again, I know this is a single individual, he outspun Wizard Rod so many freaking times. Like 6 or 7 spin finishes he got on Rod in the last event with Golem.
Wait, say that one more time.
Blader Guy 2 got like 6 or 7 spin finishes on Rod.
He said the thing.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh my god.
Get out of here. And I know that's empirical, but like my point is that not many bays can spin finish Wizard Rod that aren't named Clock Mirage. So Like, to me, that's pretty impressive. And it still wasn't like bursting all day either. So I would be happy putting this somewhere in the lower A tier.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. We got people saying Golem S tier, Golem
Oh,
A
Golem
tier.
is not S tier. If Golem was S tier, I'd be able to run him effectively, and I can't. So take that, nerds.
I'm reading Bleck's comment. I think it's better than Nightmail. And well, I hate to agree with that. I would put it between Phoenix and Nightmail because I do think he's objectively correct.
I would put it
yeah.
there too.
Okay, let's do that then.
Now, if only
wish-
mine could perform it at that same level.
So you're saying you
I
can't
wish I
perform,
just-
Chad?
No, I'm saying my Beyblade has performance issues. I think it has Bayrectile dysfunction.
Bayrectile dysfunction. Oh Jesus, that's gonna be something I'm gonna say at an event one day here soon.
Hey, listen, I had to make sure there was at least one clip from this podcast.
Oh
that
no,
would
I
make
already
it
got one. Don't worry. I forgot what it was, but yeah,
Oh.
I clipped it. I'll send it.
Oh,
yeah.
be sure to send me all of them so I can add the most. Because I already know, for those who don't know, I help Cake when it comes to the TikTok videos, and I already have an idea of what kind of box of pills I will put as the background image for when I say that.
Oh my god. All right. Speaking of about box of pills, we got Shelter Drake.
Oh,
I
yes,
would
I
rather
believe that
I
box
would
of
rather
pills.
swallow a whole box of pills than play Shelter Drake in a tournament.
I think that was the joke. Thank you. You know what? Here's my hot take for the night. Shelter Drake is S tier at flying out of the arena.
Damn.
Yeah, especially when I'm playing. Yeah, I mean, this is very clearly in D tier for me. Where you guys want to put it in D tier, I couldn't care less.
Behind Black Shell.
Interesting.
And the reason for it is I feel like Black Shell on an attack can still perform better than Shelter on the best combo that it can.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now we're back
Oh,
on.
God.
Now we are on to some CX bays.
Is it
Oh, God.
bad to say I forgot that this upcoming Beyblade exists?
No, honestly, I forgot this one and Wizard kind of existed.
Yeah, can we just throw Dran Strike in D and like be done with it?
Moving on.
Bam.
Yeah.
And then Wizard, whatever.
That's probably mid to high C, I think. Wizard Arc's a lot better than the other ones that initially launched.
I mean, what was it? Low orb that it comes on? Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the blade. But out of the initial 4 CXs, it is by far the best in my opinion.
That's fair.
Yeah. So low C.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that low.
Not that low.
Probably ahead of Viper. Probably ahead of Viper Tail.
Interesting.
Dang.
I mean, listen. You guys are going to get to hear the speech earlier about how I believe Wriggle Kraken is at the bottom of B tier. So get ready for that one.
Can't wait.
Dark Perseus. Can we just put this in D and move on?
Yeah.
Same with Reaper, unless you guys have any objections. Like, these are all just very bad CXs.
Yeah. I mean, for the first CX lines.
Here.
Yeah, for the first CX lines, they weren't. They were decent. Not gonna say they were great, but they gave us.
And listen, those probably need to move up in D tier. I mean, technically, they're probably better than a lot of the things they're behind right now, but
probably not by
we
much.
Can maybe we should save final adjustments for the very end. That's probably the way to go.
Yes.
Scorpion.
I like Scorpion.
I know.
We know you do.
I know
Paul.
you do.
Yeah,
I want to hear Chad's opinion before I speak on this.
I think it's good enough to be put in B tier.
Okay, now where?
Personally, I'd put it above Impact and below Cobalt.
Okay, so I kind of disagree, but not a ton. I think it should go where Cake's got the cursor right now.
yeah.
Okay, so you do think it's better than Saber. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, unapologetically, I run this like pretty consistently, and Saber I run very infrequently by comparison.
yeah.
Hey, that is
Yeah.
fair. That is what this tier list is for. It's not Chad's tier list. It's not Cake's tier list. It's not Danny's. It's the Spin Zone podcast.
Yeah.
We all have to be wrong.
Let's throw it up there.
There. Yeah. I think just the weight distribution and just the gimmick itself is a little bit better than Samurai. Fox Brush.
See.
That's right. That Beyblade does exist.
Bam.
Am I wrong though? Like,
No.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's I would put it like after Viper Tail. I think that's fine. And I guess we can adjust at the end.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
All right, here's a hot take. I think Triceratops goes to the very top of C.
Better than Keel or better than Sting?
Yeah.
Well,
no, better than Keel, I think. So this bay is like banned and limited, like on a very like borderline basis. Like I know Sam has sampled allowing it limited, and when he does, it dominates.
Yeah.
So I do think it's better than the other limited only bays.
Yeah, Tricera is a really good bulky bay. It can get the job done, especially on the right combination. It's good.
Yeah, so actually, Chad, was that the
combination it worked good on?
Chad, was this that combination that you were testing? Bleck is asking, LOL, did y'all see that disc ball combo for Triceratops? Weren't you trying that one night?
Yeah, we have a video of me dunking on it.
Like Kobe?
Well, let's rephrase. We have a video of Chad playing it and me dunking on it.
Uh-oh.
No. You misremember that night. We had a bunch of people test out against it.
Okay, well, that may be fair, but
a whole bunch of people test their combos against
no. So to be fair, Chad, I did play against it a bunch because your exact words were, "I want footage showing that this sucks." So you and I tested it for a while, but then we had a line or something for a while, didn't we? Where people were like playing different shit against it.
Exactly, and that's where a lot of my footage came from, was people in the line using like combos that we've listed that were already kind of like mid and absolutely destroying Triceratops on disc ball, like absolutely annihilating it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Speaking
All right,
about,
so this next one we're gonna get some opinions on, I'm sure.
Pegasus.
Oh, no, I know where I'm placing it, and if people disagree with me, all I'm going to reply is scoreboard. This is low S tier. This is the perfect low S tier.
I'm actually good with that.
Yeah.
It is the only CX Beyblade that is making it to the S tier as far as I am concerned, for now at least.
So completely bottom?
It might be. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think Arrow's better. Yeah. But
and the reason for it is very simple, people. What is the only combo, or whenever someone runs a CX Beyblade, what are they running? Oh, what's that? They're running Pegasus? Our point exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be the only CX blade that gets above B, to be honest. So Cerberus. This is
Oh
a very
god, that is a
mid-bay.
Beyblade that exists.
This is somewhere in C tier. It's probably better than some of the like competitive limited stuff, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as Tricera Press, for instance.
No.
It's probably not even as good. It's probably not even as good as Weiss Tiger. Yeah, right there. That's totally fine with me.
Yeah.
Like
that looks good
the
for
hard
me.
part. The hard part is I think when Cerberus came out, a lot of tier lists were ranking it like high B, specifically based on the fact it brought us wheel. But that's the only thing that it's done for us. Other than that, it's very, very mid.
Yeah, that's about it. Only thing.
Valkyrie Volt.
Valkyrie.
Gosh.
God.
I will happily give someone not money because I don't have that, but a nice firm handshake if you can tell me someone who actually bought Valkyrie Volt and didn't just use it for the
Just for the
metal Volt.
Yeah, I mean, this is another bay where it brought us the heaviest lock chip in the game by about a gram, and
Yeah.
maybe at some point, if a CX bays start getting better, more people will justify buying this because they want to run two CXs both with metal lock chips. But that doesn't have anything to do with the blade. We're talking about blades today, and
Someone said
I don't know.
$400 D tier. I'm dead.
Well,
They're
when it first
not
came
wrong.
out, it was.
Where's the lie?
They're not. I just love the analysis of it. $400 D tier. That's awesome.
I mean, really, it probably is. Like, it's worse than Wizard Arc as a blade. So, I don't know. Maybe it's better than Hammer Incendio. Like, it's not very good. The lock chip is the only reason anyone ever bought it or to put it on display. Now, this next one, Cake. This is going to be the most controversial take of the night because we have to decide whether to put this above or below Wizard Rod.
Okay. Yep. So people are already saying
this will be the most.
I have the correct answer. I have the objectively correct answer.
Which is what, Chad?
Well, I want to.
It is tied with Wizard, but for the sake of the list, we will put it behind Wizard. But we will say, I think it is very much tied with Wizard Rod in terms of like sheer absolute dominance in the meta.
Someone's saying below
tough.
Arrow.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's might be the hottest take of the night.
That is what we call in the industry a huge amount of copium.
So
bunch of hoopla.
I see Psychopomp is saying let's see. I don't know.
Shark Scale is below Wizard Rod because it can be beat by many bays better than Wizard.
Rod is a better matchup spread. So here's where I'm at with it. Okay, right now, the last meta share report I was looking at, Shark Scale is included at a higher rate of podium decks than Rod by like 90-something% to a high 80-something%. With that being said, here's the difference. Okay, and this is where I do think that this. This isn't like, oh, my personal opinion or like it's as objective as I can get. I think Wizard Rod has to get the edge, even if it's by the tiniest amount, because we can't tie them. One has to go above the other, right? So we have to make a decision. In my opinion, Rod has to go a tiny bit above it because I do agree with some of the people in the comments that I think Wizard Rod does have better matchups overall against a wider spread of bays. Number two, Wizard Rod is brain dead easy to use. And I think for a lot of players, I would say the majority of players, Rod is easier to use than Shark.
Oh, absolutely. So Shark higher than Wizard Rod?
No. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying that I think
Shark below Wizard, which I am totally okay with.
And I
Yeah,
think it's very close. And I think
it is.
part of this, and I'm trying not to let this affect my judgment, but I do think part of it is historical and how long Rod has dominated the meta. 6 months from now, we might feel very differently. Maybe Shark has really defined itself. What I
Yeah.
will say about Shark is probably the most versatile attack blade in the game. Um,
Oh,
you can run it
absolutely.
on a straight up attack build, whether you're talking rush, low rush, kick, jolt, all sorts of crazy things. But I also see people play it on stamina builds. Like, it is just so incredibly versatile, and that's what makes it so powerful. Also, the low height is just the chef's kiss, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Yeah, it's a really close, but when it comes to competitive scene, more wizards are there. But it's still
Yeah.
really, really close to each other. Again,
hey, Cake, the viewers are asking, is there any chance you could post the link to this meta tool or whatever in the YouTube chat? I think some viewers might want to screw around with it later on.
yeah, if you want to post that, and also if you got, I could get a link to that and also
I
put that into the description as well.
Yeah, I can't post it because I don't have the browser in front of me. Like, I can see the name, but I'm not typing out all those numbers.
Oh,
Whereas you can just literally copy and paste it into the YouTube chat.
is it on the Discord or?
No, what do you mean on the? No, I'm in the YouTube chat.
Right.
So take the link from what we are doing right now, this tiermaker.com/whatever.
Oh, okay.
And,
I thought they
and
wanted
just
that.
and just post.
Okay. Yeah, I can easily.
Yeah.
do that.
I can understand where the confusion there
Yeah,
was.
I thought they wanted the your source.
My source
Our
for
source
what?
is that we
Your
made it
yeah,
the F up.
your where you were getting all the
Oh,
meta.
yeah, so I kind of memorized it, to be honest with you. I wish I could remember where I saw it. I'll probably have to dig for it when I want to see an update. But um yeah, it was actually very interesting, and that's why I've formed a lot of my opinions on Shark and Wizard. You know, maybe they should be banned type of thing, is
Right.
because just how dominant their meta share is. Um
Let's
Which
move
is
on.
fair.
Now, moving
I
on
mean,
to
there's a reason I
Caliber.
like playing Shark on a stamina build, and it's because it works without being too broken.
It's true. Samurai Caliber.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
I personally like
hot
Caliber. It's
take
a
time.
really
I
underrated bay
think
for sure.
I think so too. Chad?
I was just about to say my hot take for this Beyblade is I feel like this would be the secondary choice for Wizard Rod is banned. What do I want for like a stamina Beyblade?
That is a hot take.
I mean,
And that's okay.
it's tough. I prefer playing this to playing Silver Wolf. Whether it's better than Silver Wolf or not, I don't know if I could say that definitively.
No.
You know, maybe our hottest take of the night is putting this somewhere in A tier, because I do think this is incredibly underrated. I do think you can run it on a more attack oriented build. I personally like it right now on 960 Underneedle. It's the kind of the lowest sitting bay you can almost make at this point.
Mm.
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say, me personally, looking at our list here, I'd happily put it above Rock Golem in my personal opinion, and that's just because, again, Rock Golem has done me dirty so many times. Meanwhile, I've actually got Caliber in my deck list. Like, I run it. That is my
I
go-to for like unlimited tournaments because, especially on 160 ball, it does incredibly good.
I think it's below Golem personally.
listen. I think so. I feel I would rather play it than Golem, but I do think objectively Golem's a little better. I do think Chad's had bad experiences with Golem, but I think this is more consistent than Nightmail. So I'm kind of like between Golem and Nightmail is where I would put this.
Yeah,
But that's just me. I want you guys to kind of figure out where you have.
I'm also in between Golem and male as well.
Hey, if you want to put it there, that's fine. I'm fine with it. I just, again, from my personal testing, it did better than silly little golem full of flotsam.
I mean, at least we're around the same area. So yeah. So if we move it,
We're doing much better
one
than we
or
did last time, and I don't hear anyone sharpening their pitchforks. So
not yet, but they might
Well,
after this
not
next one. We got
Oh,
attack
Black doesn't like it. He said we should put it in C.
and no, he said B.
No, he said C first.
Oh, did he say C? Okay,
Yeah.
same B. All right, so we got
well,
both.
I don't see that, so we're gonna move on to C. Burris.
Yeah, wow. We got both
You're
the
welcome.
attack and defense mode.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't necessarily want to rate these two separately. I think, because we're looking at the optimal combo, right? So it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna give a hot take, and I think this is better than Cobalt Drake. And I think
No.
think that's fair.
That it is. Both of them.
yeah, and again, I just want to put better than Cobalt Drake.
Oh,
So over, right there.
No, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why I thought Impact was Drake, but yeah. Yeah, so we'll just put one of them. Switch modes if you want, but yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about the most optimal forms of these Beyblades, so we don't need to put the different modes different places because you can switch it whenever you want, even in a tournament, right?
Yeah, going off of chat, I don't know what chat was thinking about. This is not Cerberus. This is Soul Eclipse. Good catch on there, Con.
Sorry, yeah. I was rhyming and I wasn't paying attention. This is what you call an oopsie daisy moment, chat.
Yeah, this is an incredibly solid blade for a CX. Like it's not, it's not meta defining or anything, but if you want to play a CX with your buddies and you want to play something that's fun and decent, and not just total garbage like, Reaper Incendio or whatever, this is a fairly good choice. I think it's a pretty good balanced CX blade. It doesn't tip over as fast as a lot of other ones do. And actually, I prefer running this without the metal lock chip because I do think it balances a little better.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I personally don't have Soul Eclipse, so I can't say if it's from my personal experience. But I've seen a lot of people run it. They love doing the whole mode swapping and everything. It takes a minute to mode swap, but other than that, I think it's a really cool concept. So being mid
Swap
B
your
tier,
mode. Yeah.
it's a transformer.
swap
Yes,
your mode.
yes, it is, Con.
Autobot, roll out.
Speak about a transformer. We got Clock Mirage.
Oh boy, Clock Mirage is that Beyblade.
Okay, so
Ugh. The only thing about Clock Mirage, and we can all agree, what sucks about Clock Mirage is you have to use simple ratchets, and we're not talking about Chad's silver clock build that he has.
Oh, we're not
Yes.
talking my super broken ultra cool build. Dang it.
No, sorry.
no, we're not ranking illicit Beyblades in this episode. That's also why we won't be talking about any what would you call them? What's that off-brand called we always make fun of? Why can't I think of it?
Top Gyro?
Yeah, we won't be talking about any top Gyro X builds either.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
So I would have been like, I feel like before the Mummy Curse random booster, I would have been like high B on this. I think with the ratchet that comes with Mummy Curse, I'm confident putting it somewhere in A. And I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, I think it's still a really good bay. Again, the only thing that's really bad about this bay is you have to use a simple ratchet. And we all know simple ratchets are garbage.
Simply terrible.
So it is pretty easily burstable. But
Yeah.
but late game, it's pretty good. So I am okay with high, mid, B tier.
I
You
was
want to
gonna
put it in
say
B, huh?
I'd put this high A, mid B as well.
Where would
Okay.
you
When it
put a
works,
vial?
I mean, I think it's an A, but if you guys both agree on B, I'm outvoted. So you guys put it where you want.
you think it's where would you put it in A if I may
Yeah,
ask?
no,
Good.
that is a question.
I mean, low. I don't think it's better than Phoenix. And from there, like Golem and Samurai Caliber are like pretty comparable. I think it's a lot of personal preference.
Fair.
Probably objectively above Nightmail. Like I love Nightmail and whatever, but and probably right above Nightmail. I think.
You know what? That's fair. How about we in that
We
case we
meet in the
split the
middle.
difference and put it high B.
I'm okay with high B, like completely high B.
Yeah, I think it
Because
goes.
I am partial to the fact that obviously when I got mine, the simple ratchets were so bad that I did have to mod it for it to even be playable. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I know for other people, like I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Clock Mirage has done really good for some players.
Yeah, I think if you are a great Clock Mirage player, it's probably like higher. I just don't think most players are nuanced enough to play it at its peak competitiveness.
Yeah. Kind of
Um,
going back to a chat real quick from TikTok. What is your guys' opinion on which one is better, the blue or the red Arrow Pegasus?
Red.
Yeah, red's better. Blue's prettier, red's better.
Yeah, red is peak performance. Blue is just there to sit there and be pretty.
Yeah. And that's long story short.
Actually, you know what? There is an incredibly funny and realistic way I can put this. So when it comes to the Arrow Pegasus, is the blue is the girl that you swear to your mom that you're dating, and the red is the one that you actually go out on dates with.
Oh my god.
My God, I'm done.
I'm dead. Anyway, we got Waffle Bay.
I think this is also B tier.
I would say below Solar Eclipse, above. Oh, let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah, like somewhere either right behind Solar Eclipse or right behind Cobalt Drake. But definitely
I'd put
above
it behind
Impact.
Cobalt Drake because it does do good. It does do better than every other babe, except for Cobalt and Up. I think that's acceptable.
Red is the one she told you not to worry about. I'm done.
Yeah, someone understood what I was referencing without fully referencing it.
Yeah.
I was
Let's
a blue
go.
Arrow Pegasus at work today, says Psychopomp. I wonder what that means. What does being a blue? Does that mean you're saying you were a good boy at work today? I'm trying to figure that one out.
Speaking of good
Um,
boys, next up we have the worst wolf.
I mean, there's only two.
This is
Exactly.
yeah, it's the worst. I don't know. Is it better than Fox Brush? I mean, like maybe we need to have that conversation.
Not. Put it below
No.
Fox Brush.
Yeah, it's not.
Fox Brush
I don't
at
think
least has the Pegasus look to it.
He was sitting there looking pretty. I'm dead.
Looking pretty. So you were the blue one because you were for display, not for play. Okay, I got it. Yes,
Oh
right
my-
down there. Get out of the way.
Anyways, moving on.
What did I say that was so bad? I don't understand.
Oh man.
I don't know. I just want to move on to this next Beyblade because this is one that's gonna really pique people's interest.
Yeah, I have some opinions on this, but
Yeah,
This will
wait
make
and
or
see.
break our tier list if nothing else.
Leon something?
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the next one.
No,
Leon,
this
I don't
is-
know.
Leon Crest.
Put it.
No, that's not
Or is
Crest.
that
Yeah,
right?
Leon.
No, Fang Leon.
Yeah,
I think it's Fang.
Yeah, Fang Leon. Yeah.
0 out of 10, not as good as the original.
This is actually okay. So I think this is right below Tricera Press. You guys can discuss. Like, it doesn't have to go.
No, I haven't heard anything about Fang, so I can't neither confirm or deny.
It actually has a pretty good shape in comparison to most of the X's. Its weight distribution isn't like as bad as the bad ones. I think if you put it in a limited tournament, it would beat everything except for maybe Tricera Press, which isn't technically limited legal.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But Master Blader, no, we are live also over on Twitch and YouTube, so we're kind of talking, having a conversation with a lot of other people.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people hanging out over on YouTube. A bunch of people hanging out on TikTok. I assume. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Meteor.
Hey.
All right. So where in A are we putting it?
I think that's what's going to get us in trouble. I think its meta share is in the mid 50s, which puts it at about, like I said, 5 or 6. So it is getting a lot of play right now in a lot of podiums. This is I feel like one of the most skill intensive bays. Because and listen, if you wear it down and it spin steals, I think that makes it a little less skill intensive. But where a lot of people struggle with this is they launch into the fucking pocket.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
There's a lot of self extremes with like untamed Meteor Dragoon players. As far as where in A tier, I'm open to that, but I think it is. I think the numbers have shown me that it's an A tier right now.
Yeah, it's getting better. I remember when it first came out, people were like, "No, this thing is dog shit." But now
we're getting players who are saying between Silver Wolf and Phoenix. It definitely has a higher meta share than Phoenix right now, so like I think that's fair. But if other people have other opinions, I'd love to hear them.
No, I think that's about right. Because I was definitely going to say it's definitely better than Rock, Caliber, and the Knight.
Yeah.
And I think it, especially if you know how to use it properly, it just beats out Phoenix.
Hot take, I think it's below Golem, someone said up on TikTok.
Interesting. So anyways, back to our list.
I could see where you're coming from.
No, I totally get it, but at the
yeah.
same time, like here, especially here in the Minnesota scene, like name someone who does good with a Golem Rock that isn't AJ or Wayward. I'm happy
Blader
to
Guy
hear
2.
from you.
Blader Guy 2. Blader Guy 2 is probably the best Golem player.
The other person that we know that was able to make that Beyblade work.
Golem Rock? No, I mean I can play Golem Rock fine. I just prefer Samurai Caliber. It's not that I think Samurai Caliber is way better than Golem. I just personally, it's better for my play style.
Yeah, and it's fair.
Fair enough.
It's not a hot take. It's a lukewarm take. That's wild.
I think we have another A tier. I think we have 2 A's in a row here.
Mummy Curse.
Mummy Curse is definitely A tier. That thing is probably the defining defense Beyblade.
It is the best Beyblade in the game for defense specifically. And it's really the only like actual defense type that's kind of run as a defense type, which I think is really cool. But it's really hard to hit into the pocket. Like, I don't know. It's incredibly strong, I feel like.
Yeah, it's definitely A tier. People are saying S tier.
Most of the losses I've seen for that Beyblade have all been spin finishes.
I think if Golem had a cooler color scheme, it would get played way more honestly. I mean, it has 2 color variants to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Ninja Turtles version is pretty dope.
Yeah, a lot of people run that more than than the normal one. But Mummy Curse, where are we thinking? I think above Phoenix.
I think above Phoenix, but below Meteor is about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fair to me.
People won't play Bays just because of its. Well, if you color
Jake,
scheme,
you put it in the wrong spot.
Shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, if you color coordinate your bays, it scientific shows that it actually performs better.
You know,
That's wonderful.
I would normally agree with that, but I did actually color coordinate my rock golem to be Goku colors, and it's still lost. Maybe I have to kill Krillin, and then it'll be good.
Oh my god. Well, make sure you find all the Dragon Balls and make a wish just so you can come back alive again.
Nah, I want Goku to stay permanently mad.
Oh my god. Anyway, speak about permanently mad. We got another Phoenix.
Oh, is this the CX Phoenix?
CX Phoenix.
I think this one is B tier or A tier. I guess I'll leave it to you guys where you fall, but I think it falls somewhere in that category.
In where?
Somewhere in B and A.
Phoenix? Oh boy. that might be the hottest take of the night.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I mean, at least from what I've heard and seen, it's gonna be your cheapest alternative to Pegasus Blast.
Another bay no one really knows how to use yet, which is people don't. Phoenix Flare is low C tier, which
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got mine, and I ran it on the stock build like 3 times. It burst every single time, and I threw it in my box and never touched it again.
Well, see, that's the problem is you ran it on one of the worst bits in the game.
Yeah, and again, I always rip it a few times in a stock form first before I start messing with it. And
which is fair.
I just like wasn't impressed, and it burst, and I don't know. I figured if it was gonna be like an amazing Beyblade, that there would be YouTube videos about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, amazing is S tier.
Yeah, I don't even know if I think it's an A tier. I mean, like, we really think this is better than like Tyranno Beat? Like, I don't know about that.
Oh no, I was gonna put it at the. Yeah, I think it is, yes, but I was gonna put it at like the very low end of A.
Oh no.
See, I don't
maybe
think,
high B.
I think plenty of people were running Tyranno Beat this past weekend at the Red Line Rumble. I don't think a single person was running Phoenix Flare.
Again, this is just me personally, because AJ does have this Beyblade and he did some testing, and I think Robin is now running it because Robin wanted an all bird deck.
Sure.
And I saw it beat Wizard Rod a couple of times, for God's sake. And I'm talking the Wizard Rod 160 Hexa combo. So again, this is probably more biased than anything, but I do feel like a lot of people just are not running it on the correct combo, and that's why people aren't liking it, and it's because they're just running it on a combo that does not work.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, listen, there's some people in the comments right now saying it's probably in the top 4 CX bays, and it probably is, but
yeah.
I don't know that puts it above most of B tier. I think it's mid to low B tier in my opinion.
Hey, yeah, I'll let you guys decide.
Yeah, I think I'd rather run Impact than it, but Buster. I think I'd rather run.
I would not rather run Impact than it. I do feel differently than you on that.
Would you rather run Buster Dran?
No, what I'm saying is I think this is better than Impact, and I used to play Impact a lot because I wanted it so badly to be good. If I had to put it somewhere, I would put it right below Emperor Might.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
And it might be a better shape than Emperor Might, but Emperor Might's heavy. And heavy is hard to hit places. All right. Here we have another one there's gonna be a lot of controversy on this. And to be fair, well, the problem is that right now to get one of these to America, you're looking at almost $200. So
not worth it.
Well, not worth it or not is not the question. Most players just don't have any sort of experience with this to have a valid opinion. Like, that's the hard part.
Yeah, I think one person, maybe two, in the whole Minnesota scene has this.
4. Yeah, it's Psycho, me, Wayward, Wacko. And actually, maybe 5. I think I remember reading that. God, I forget the guy's name. The guy with the dreadlocks. He hasn't been out in a while now. Has one as well, but he just hasn't been to an event in so long. I don't know that for sure. I just remember him saying he was getting one. Whether that happened or not, I don't know. But yeah, it's very rare. And I would say this one's tough. Do you guys have some opinions based on like seeing it played or like anything?
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's cool looking, but it's not really that good. I seen it just get beat quite a bit. I was thinking like high C tier though.
It's not that bad.
I was going to say it is definitely not that bad. In fact, I was going to say at worst B tier, but I'd happily put it in A tier.
I am, so it's hard because I really do believe that this is one of those blades that the average player either legitimately cannot afford, or even if they can afford it, they cannot justify it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not Aero Pegasus. It's not at that level. So when people are paying $200 for an Aero Pegasus, they were getting an S tier bay. When people are paying for $200 for this, I don't believe it's an S tier bay. Because of that, a lot of people don't have it. And I would personally feel pretty confident putting it right now, from what I know and from what I have done with it personally. And, you know, Wacko has done pretty extensive testing. I would put it right under Nightmail. I'd put it at the very bottom of A.
There we go.
I don't have personal any experience with it, except for maybe a couple of games from Wacko, but other than that, that's about it. So
yeah, Wacko doesn't like how it plays, so I don't know how invested he's been into trying to make it as good as it can be. I just haven't had the practice time to do that. Last week at practice, I was so busy selling product that I wasn't really practicing. So.
Yeah. All right,
Bahamut.
Yep, Bahamut.
Here's the controversy.
I don't think it's has much play yet because it just released and not a lot of people have it just yet.
Yeah.
Come the fall, when, well, at least with the Night and Rage that are about to come up, we'll probably have more because of the Hasbro releases. But yeah, they are just kind of too new.
Yeah, it's tough because like I wanted to make sure we had these on here because I want to give some sort of take on this because it can be controversial to give people something to talk about. And I want to be able to come back 6 months from now and see how fucking right or fucking wrong we were, you know?
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now.
I think objectively, Ragnar Age is the best of the 3.
I think that's I
Mm.
can agree to that, especially because unlike the rest of the CX Beyblades, it does have a really good shape for. I've heard it's actually a really good contender for like one of the best CX attack types. And that's just because people who have been trying it on low rush have been saying that it's actually like really good at hitting things hard.
I want to be bold here. Okay, I want to be bold, and I want to put Ragnar Rage right around where Phoenix is in the B tier. And by Phoenix, I mean the CX Phoenix. I'm not talking about the A tier one. I think I want to put it above Impact Drake. I think it's better than Impact Drake. I think if I played this against Impact Drake, it would beat it 7 times out of 10 at least.
Yeah. I'm
is
okay
fair.
with that.
Oh no, not Bahamut. I was talking about Ragnar Rage. You can get
Oh.
Bahamut out of there.
Okay.
I don't have enough I don't have enough testing. This is the one I have messed with the most. I don't have
Okay.
enough testing on Bahamut to feel super strongly.
Do we
but
want to put
get,
Bahamut at high C then, just for now then?
so let's talk about it, right? Because I don't have a ton of experience with it, but what everyone says about Bahamut, and this is the prevalent opinion online, is that Bahamut is the new Dran Buster for the CX line. And I'm inclined to agree with them. With that being said, it's definitely heavier and it definitely hits harder than Dran Buster. So I would feel confident putting it right above Dran Buster for right now. Because you got to figure, if the argument is it doesn't have great stamina, Dran Buster has terrible stamina.
That's fair. I'm okay with this.
And you can't tell me that its huge weight advantage over Dran Buster doesn't make it hit harder. I mean, it just does.
So Bahamut all over Buster?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just right
That is,
above
in fact,
Buster,
the
right
words
there.
that came out of our
Okay.
mouth, Cake.
Okay. Hey, I just want to clarify before I place it somewhere.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
And then Knight, probably the same thing.
Knight, God, I wanted Knight to be the best. Okay, between you, me, and Jesus, I wanted Knight to be the best. With that being said, I think it might be the worst, but not by a large margin. I would put it right somewhere between. I would probably put it, just solely my opinion, between Tricerapress and Fang Leon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because I do think it bullies all of these limited bays just based on its weight. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Yeah, because again, those 3 bays just came out, so we're not 100%. Hasbro in July, we're gonna be getting them, so we'll probably have more. Maybe when we revisit this tier list in another 6 months.
So, so that's not out yet, but don't put it on the thing because it's not out. But I do want to give a quick hot take on this. I think this is going to be S tier. It is a 41.5 gram BX blade. I just, and the shape doesn't look abhorrent to me. I just don't think it is any less than S.
Yeah.
This is good. This is going to be the heaviest non-CX blade in the game.
Yeah, and this comes on the just for reference, it comes on 450.
Yeah, 450, and I forget what bit.
Yeah.
It might be a new bit. I can't recall.
I think it's a new bit. Yeah, but either way.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not going to talk too much about that. I just think this is going to be a very, very strong bay. So, anyways, and
we will see.
The Griffin, I feel the exact opposite about. I think it's going to be like an A or a B tier for like fun, but I think here's what I think about this one, and this is going to be kind of a funny take. I think amazing players like Wacko and Wayward are never going to touch it. Okay, I think they're going to think it's inconsistent. It's too random. I think
Lol,
casual. I think casual and more random bladers will actually play this in tournaments because of its randomness. I think it gives them a better chance at beating a player that's higher skill than them.
This is fair.
Yeah, this also.
But we're gonna have to see.
Yeah. Same thing with Strike. We don't have much information on it, but.
And by the way, just Bleck here and so did Khan right afterwards. Both said Dran Strike's coming on a new bit called Free Flat.
Yep, that's right.
So anyways, let's move past speculating because we don't have these in our hands yet. And let's move on to Mammoth. I'm looking at Mammoth right now. A D.
D.
Yeah.
That pink Elevate is an A tier, but the blade itself is not good.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, the pink and black Mammoth is gorgeous. We all can probably agree to that.
Oh gosh, I didn't realize we were gonna rank though. I thought we were just ranking the main ones, not the shadow clones.
Well, I'm just saying,
well,
like just how it looks.
So
it's high, but just the bay itself, no.
Yeah, I think this is just the Mammoth they chose to put on there. Anyways,
right.
I think it's D. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just adding more context. Where?
Where bear?
Where bear near? Probably above Phoenix. This one's kind of tough though. Yeah, I think just above Phoenix. If you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the audience is getting impatient because I think they are just like, this is bad. Don't spend so much time on it.
Yeah. Speaking of bad, Shinobi.
Yeah, that's top of F tier. Top
Get
of
it
Rhino
out
tier.
of here. Get it out of here. I don't want him near my children.
Steel Samurai can also just go like directly to the bottom of D.
Yeah.
Speak about more bad. Terra.
D.
D.
And these don't need to be exact. A lot of these are just straight garbage. Bear Scratch, D. Rillaboom, D.
Croc.
Not D. What do you think about this, Chad? This is actually significantly better than D.
Shark at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe what is it a clone of? I always forget.
Keel Shark.
Keel Shark.
Keel Shark. I think it's better than Keel Shark. Yeah, I agree with that. I would. I don't know. I think it's better than Keel Shark for sure, though. So definitely higher than that.
I'm fine with that.
Let's see. That seems fine to me.
Yep.
Roar Tyranno is A tier.
Really?
Well, it's an echo of Phoenix. And while I don't think it's as good as Phoenix, I definitely think it's better than a Orochi cluster.
But do we see Tyranno though in play? That's the question.
The only reason you don't is because it's literally a clone of Phoenix, and it's slightly less good than Phoenix, but that doesn't mean like no one's running 2 Phoenixes in their deck right now. That's just not how that works, because they only have room for 1 Phoenix after they put in their Shark Scale and their Wizard Rod.
That's true.
Okay.
And actually, yes, there's a very prominent YouTube content creator on the East Coast who plays out in New York City called Jaxty, and he runs that bay all the time, like constantly, and performs very well with it. And yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be, again, you don't need to put it right there. It can be lower. Like, it is not quite as good as Phoenix, but it's an Echo, so I do think it belongs at least in the same tier.
Yeah. Is it better than Nightmail or Caliber?
I think better than Nightmail. Yeah, I mean it's literally it can just stay there for right now. We can adjust later, but
Yeah, I'm
I
fine
think
with
that's
that.
fine.
Wyvern.
Kill Shark.
Or yeah, Kill Shark.
D. I mean,
yeah, it's just so light. It's so light. Not the lightest, but and its design is not really that good either.
Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Let's get some of these out of the way. Stun Medusa can just go right to F tier.
Yeah.
Like, because we are over 2 hours. Hack Viking can go right next to Hammer Incendio for right now because it's just an echo of that.
You don't like JJ McCarthy?
Oh my god, I know I hate JJ McCarthy, and I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan either, but I am so happy the Vikings brought him in. Anyhow, Tackle Goat. I don't, Chad, you know more about Tackle Goat than I do, probably.
I do not. Put it in F tier.
It's a.
I mean, it's not good. No. What about Ridge Triceratops? I mean, that's just, what is that an echo of? Like, I don't even know. It's so
bam. There we go. Kraken.
All right. So Kraken, I think Kraken is right around Triceratops, is my opinion.
That's fair.
It is definitely C tier. If we put Wizard Arc in C tier, it is a better weight distribution version of Wizard Arc. I don't know what these are echoes of, but neither of them are. They're probably D because the originals were D, and I don't think they're significantly better.
Yeah. Hornet. Except for that yellow
760. That's beautiful. Yeah, Hornet D, Antler Stag D. Like I said, they're just echoes of things that are already in D.
And then
I left that one for last.
Yeah. Honestly, oh shit.
No. Draciel and D tier. Come on, that's a little better than the rest of them. No. Draciel, the green one. Yeah, that's why it's. Xeno's probably also D. I don't think it's quite F. No, Xeno, not whatever the hell that is. Xenoscalibur, the one with the X on it, down here with the X.
Oh yeah.
There, yeah.
Okay.
I think that one's better than most of the other ones. Spriggan, I don't have yet. It's hasn't shipped, so
hasn't released yet.
Well, no, it's out. I just realized I could get it from my distributor on Sunday, so I placed the order on Sunday. So it hasn't even left Japan yet.
We got the left spin bays of Lightning. Or what are they called?
Low D just I'd put them low D just because they're left spin, so they're kind of unique. And all those are probably the one with the little camouflage. Nah, that one. Yeah, put the green one. No, the green one. Put the green one in D. That one's a little heavier than some of the other
Fang
ones.
Leon.
Yeah. And then I don't know much.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay,
that sits on my shelf. It's a collector's item.
Yeah. Came with the 25th anniversary. It's pretty, but other than that,
okay, Reaper or not Reaper, Hover Wyvern. This is gonna be the hottest take of the night because there's a lot of opinions on this one.
Okay,
F tier.
Yep, put your opinions up in chat.
Yeah, let's see if you've got an opinion on Hover Wyvern, put it in chat because I know that's kind of a split deal for a lot of people. I will tell you. 3, no, we don't. Chad is the only one who played in previous generations. Cake and I started playing early-ish to mid 2025.
Yep. So put up in chat.
Don't get it twisted.
Put up in chat where you think Hover Wyvern should be. We're getting a couple people already with their opinions. So go ahead before we give ours.
Let's see. X3 says hover is mid B tier. Bleck says high A between Goon and Wolf.
Brexton is saying S tier with the right combination. We got King BBX with an A tier. I thought someone said earlier that Wyvern was also an S tier. So S tier, high A between Dragoon and Wolf.
Psycho Pomp is saying S. So
All right,
we got a lot of opinions here.
They're around the same thing.
But a lot of them seem to agree that it's somewhere between A and S tier.
Okay, so we got that out of the way.
Yeah. And I was going to say, me personally, I could never get my Hover Wyvern to work, but I will also say it's such a good Beyblade that people actually went out of their way to buy the Drop Attack Stadium and be forced to get that and an Impact Drake just to get Hover Wyvern. So, and the low flat or low rush. So,
I remember when I pre-ordered the Drop Attack Stadium, and now obviously none of us knew it was going to be on Amazon on clearance for $20 every 3 weeks, but a lot of people are making fun of me because they're like, "Oh, well, you already have an Impact Drake, from TT. Why the hell would you order that stadium? The stadium's gonna suck." And I'm like, I don't know. Hover Wyvern's a new blade, and boy was I right to order that. Let me tell you guys this though. A lot of the comments are talking about the skill ceiling with Hover Wyvern, and even I, who am probably an above average blader, but I don't think I'm like amazing or anything. I sometimes struggle to control hover, specifically on kick, which is really what I think it's best on. So I do think that for people who are saying S or A, if I had to put money down on it, or someone put a gun to my head and said you have to pick S or A, I would put it in A. And my reasoning is I think the skill ceiling is incredibly high.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's still a really good babe, but it is, especially on kick, it's hard.
Listen, say what you will, but Hover Wyvern was doing absolute numbers before Shark Scale showed up.
True. So where
I'm
are we
happy
thinking?
to put it at
Watson. I can't put it on Jolt. I use Jolt on my Shark Scale.
There you go. I was gonna say, me personally, I think I can put it at the top of A.
That's where I was going. Vile.
I am actually in total agreement.
Complete top? Above
yep, right there.
The king of A is the Wyvern that hovers ever so slightly.
All right, so this is our list. Anything that we should change?
Listen, I think we could spend the next 30 minutes debating exactly where in D tier some of these things belong, but I don't want to do that.
No, because we still got to do a little tournament talk and everything. But
yeah,
I think
we
overall,
gotta do tournament.
I think overall, everything is looking pretty solid. I think it looks a lot better than what it did 6 months ago. But then again, if you guys agree, if you guys disagree, let us know down in the comments. Let us know your tier list. Let us see your tier list and everything else like that. Love to read about them. Love to see everything. So definitely go ahead. Show us your tier lists.
All right, are we doing tournament talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Listen up, everyone. So we got here in Minnesota on the 18th, this coming Saturday, we got Kraken hits. Doors 4, start time 5, entry fee $10, 50 or more players. We're going to have a Red Arrow Pegasus on the line. There's going to be a lot of other great prizing as well. We have Bays and Bricks sponsoring this event, as well as hopefully our new sponsor, Mall of Toys, if I can get everything ironed out for that before this weekend. So that's going to be super cool. We're already at about 44 registrations. I know some of y'all like to wait till the last minute to sign up, but let's go ahead and get over that and sign up right now. That'd be great. And then the following weekend at the Maplewood Mall, doors noon, start time 1 p.m. We have Next Spin Volume 2 hosted by Wayward. With that being said, it is already full. The cap is 32 players. He is maxed out. So if you want a spot, you're going to have to hump the WBO page several times a day, pretty much every day until the event, and hope that someone drops. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play in the event. However, there is a free play area dedicated to free play there. There is going to be spin stands and stadiums already in that area. So if you weren't able to get into the event, but you just want to hang out and play and talk some Beyblade, maybe buy some stuff from Egg or myself, still show up and support Wayward and say hi to everybody. And then from there, I have a team event that's going to be happening on May 2nd. Should be up on the WBO hopefully later this week. I have a ranked event on the 16th. Should be up on the WBO page hopefully later this week. And then I know that Sam has something going on May 30th. I don't want to speak as to the format. And I believe, I don't know. I would hope that Wayward's going to try to do a next spin on the 23rd, but I don't want to speak for him. I would expect that he's going to try to work that out, but we'll have to see how the mall's availability is that day. So the other things to note coming up is that after Wayward's next spin event, the 25th, there is going to be a judge symposium or workshop, however you want to call it, as well as there's going to be a standalone workshop at Kraken Hits on May 17th. If you want to have a better chance of being selected to judge and receive the benefits of that at the June 6th event, you need to come to one of these two symposiums. If you do not, you will literally be at the bottom of the tier list to be allowed to judge at those events. And that's just the way it's going to be. We've had a lot of issues and errors lately in the judging community here in Minnesota, and we want to remedy all of those and make sure we impress our out-of-state visitors, many of who are coming here at great personal expense to have a great time at our event. We want to make sure it's a great time. We want to make sure it's fair and equal and well judged for all players. So make sure you come to one or both of those. Also, if you are not a licensed judge with the WBO right now, but you are interested in becoming so, come anyway. You are going to learn a lot, and you might just gain some knowledge that's going to help you on the judge exam when you get around to taking it. So I want to see good turnouts for these things. I want to see that people care and want to give back to the community. So let's make both those events good. Lastly, on May 10th, I believe it is, and Psycho's going to kill me if I'm wrong. We have a free play at the Broken Clock Brewery. I hope I got that name right.
Yes and yes. And I can't believe you forgot, because that day is going to be special for us in the Beyblade community.
Oh, that's because it's Chad's birthday and he's going to be drunker than a skunk.
How did you forget? We're getting drunk on my birthday.
While ripping Beyblades, that's wild.
Yeah.
What are showing? Oh, that's actually a good idea, Cake. Why aren't we showing the WBO pages for events that have a WBO page? That's a good thought. Bleck's got a good point.
Yeah. Not thinking.
So anyways,
listen, we want people to take the opportunities to screenshot this tier list so they can go to the Reddit forums and say, look at this awful tier list, LOL.
They've had plenty of time to screenshot it. So Broken Clock Brewery, May 10th, 12 to 4. Just to clarify for anyone who may have missed it, it's a brewery, so the event is 21 plus, and obviously you can drink alcohol while you're there. So that's going to be super dope. If you want to do some brews and bays, or bays and brews, however you want to say it, that would be your chance to do that. So I believe that's kind of all we have on the schedule other than the June 6th event here. If you need more information on the June 6th event, it's a lot of information. I don't want to run through it all right this second. You can go ahead and DM me on Discord, or you can go ahead and go to one of my events on the WBO, and you can find my phone number and you can text me, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I can refer you to where you need to go for prepayment and all that sort of stuff. So, guys, do you have any last minute comments here before we get off the air?
I am good. This was a really good episode. It went a little bit longer than what we normally do, but it was full packed of information and good conversation. So I'm good if you guys are.
I'm just hungry now.
All right, guys, we do appreciate the love and the support that you guys have been giving us. We are 32 episodes in. So thank you guys so very much for using the code discount codes at Bays and Bricks and also now Mall of Toys. If you guys have not done yet so, please go give us a follow on all the social medias down below. Our YouTube, our TikTok, Twitch, and other places. Make sure you follow all of those. Come visit us live. We do go live, stay up to date with on the Discord as well. All those links will be down in the description as well. Once we reach 200 followers over on Spotify, we will be doing another free spin stand giveaway to one lucky viewer. Our last giveaway was given away to Maple, which was absolutely amazing. But yeah, make sure you give us a follow up on Spotify, and later on we will probably be doing a TikTok and also YouTube giveaway as well. So stay tuned for those. But other than that, guys, up until next time, so long, stay safe out there. Have a great and awesome rest of